Good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday afternoon. And yes, I've got a fresh cup of black coffee right in front of me. You can't live without it. Well, I'm pretty happy with how today went. If you look at the screen, you're like, well, dude, you got a bunch of red here. But hey, the big thing, we're trying to get this PA account to a payout. And we once again had a profitable day. $221. My goal is that 220 to or 240 to 250 is what I'd like to see daily. We got really close to it today. Took some good trades, and it was just good to be back in the green with that account since having a red day yesterday on it. So 50,324. We're about what is that? Maybe 13% of the way toward our goal. But hey, it's a start. The big thing I think for next week is that I'm really going to be focused on having a daily green day with that PA account. It is very difficult for me to do, but if I am focused and disciplined, I know I can do it. And so just being very intentional, being very, very focused on how I trade that account is what's going to be required. And then secondly, we had a good day one on accounts 131, 33, and 34, made $400 each on those accounts. So great day one on new evals. We did lose some evals that we thought we would lose. Lost 5 of them. We lost this 120 account, which was, I need one more day and it would have gone to a recurring month billing, so I needed to either blow it or pass it. The story on that account, I took some really big size, and just blew the account. So it is what it is. I'm not too mad about it. I've had that account. Today was day number 18 or 19. Let me look here. Day number 17 today on that account. And this is where I lost it. I put on some really, really big size and I pushed it way too hard. I did not take good trades in the morning. As you can see here, I took one trade here, which was a winner. Took a couple of big losers. These are bigger than what it kind of looks like on the screen. If you're new to my channel, I've noticed last couple of videos have gotten some more views. So if you're new, the horizontal green arrow, I'm just really highlighting where my entry is at. And an green arrow means that I took a long, a red arrow means I took a short, and then a green box means it was a winning trade, and that's where I took profit. And a red box, as you see here, is a losing trade and where my stop loss was hit. So it gives for me, it gives me really good visibility of, hey, I entered here on a short, DUMB. We got stopped out. I was trading some really big size to try to get this eval account passed, and that's where I blew it. But hey, it is what it is. Like I said, it would have been reset anyway. And with this awesome 90% sale running again, it's cheaper to just buy new evals at the 90% off discount than to pay that recurring rebilling month. So there we go. While we're on that subject, Apex has this great 90% off sale back. For Thanksgiving. It ends on Tuesday, November the 28th. So if you are in need of eval accounts, this is the time to buy. 90% off is typically the best sale that they run. I still have quite a few eval accounts. I may buy a few more towards the end of the sale, depending on how the rest of my trading goes with these, knowing that we lost 5 of them here. So in any case, continuing on the other 5, they were, that's these 3 right here. I lost 269, 146, 245. They were really close to being blown anyway, which I figured that I wouldn't keep them. And then this 150K account, it was like $69 away. We lost $96 today on one trade and lost that account. On the 150 account note, I have another 150K here that I traded today. I want to talk more about that because I made a really, really big boo-boo on that, and that's why it's so red. But I am going to stick to 50K accounts. I know the 150s they're cool. You've got a lot more drawdown, but you also have a bigger profit target. And I've only gotten 6 PA accounts so far. And I really want to get one of these to pay out. And I think I need to prove to myself that I can consistently actually get evals to funded accounts and hopefully get some payouts before I continue trading 150. So I'm not going to be buying new 150s. It's just me. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have 150s. It's by all means, there's plenty of people that trade 150Ks 300Ks and make money with them, and I'm all for it. It's just me personally on my trading journey where I'm at right now. I really believe I need to stay focused on the 50K accounts. But I will continue to trade this account. This was day one. We lost $800 on it, got stopped out. GAT stopped me out today, which is where I have my setting at $800. It stops me from trading that account, or a 150K. On the 50K accounts, I have my stop set at 500, I think, either 500 or 600. So I didn't get stopped out on any of these. I just quit trading them because I didn't want to lose any more money. And that's the one thing that GAT has done for me, is it's really made me a better, like, more disciplined trader. I don't go on tilt and, man, I got to get this back. Man, I got to get this back. And I'm way better for it. So I want to talk about this $821 loss that I took. Actually, let me back up a minute. If you're new, the yellow circles are trades that I took with my PA account. So this morning, or around the noon hour, I had a small winner and I had a small winner loser. This is my ATM strategy, my scalping strategy, where I've got an 8-tick profit, and then I've got a 44-tick profit, which would have been down below, and then I'm running a 20-tick trail stop. And what happened is I hit my first profit target, came back and stopped me out. Since this morning, and this is something that I've been dealing with for the last, really, I don't know, a week or so. Actually, no, I haven't been trading this for more than several days. But I'm being a little bit better at managing those trades and not letting this happen. Because in a trade like this, you end up with a loss. I've also been trading, today I traded quite a bit of my 3-contract scalp, the way I call it. I have a 7-tick, 15-tick, and 41-tick. And that one works very nicely as well, and I actually did better with that one today, but just being careful how I manage that. But on these the yellow circles, this is where I traded my PA account today. I was really happy with how I traded this area right here. I caught a small winner up here. This was a bit of an edgy trade because we were in this consolidation and I thought we were going to break out. We didn't, and I did not allow this trade to take out my stop loss down below. So I just closed that trade out and stayed in profit, which was smart. And then we got to this area, and I was just being very protective. At that point, I believe I was in profit a little bit, and I was very protective of that. So I was really being careful how I trade this. Took a small win here and just got right back in the trade. Took a fairly nice win here. This is where I made most of the money, and then took another small win here at the top. And then I had a loss over here, and then at the right here I had a small winner. And then at the end of the day, my end of the day is something that I really struggle with. I had some losers here, which I'll talk about that in a minute. But right here, I was like, I can make a little bit more. And, I was already where I needed to be for my daily profit target. So shame on me for being aggressive. But this ended up being a wash. I had a little bit of a win here and then gave it right back up at the top. So it is what it is. Managing that end of the day and not thinking that I have to make a little bit more is something I need to work on. While we're over here, this is where I traded this 150K account, and I had this $821 loss. So I took a short on 3 contracts right here at this, what level we have here, about the 15,905 mark, 907 mark. Caught a win, my first profit target. I was trading the 3 contract, and it was threatening to stop me out. So I hit reverse, which then reversed me. Right here is where the trade was going, reversed me. I had like a $250 some loss then at that point. But this trade totally went in my favor, and I ended up in a little bit of profit after that reversal. So that was one time. I've rarely ever used this reverse feature. I'm just not well acclimated to it. But I really caught a break, and it was a big bailing me out of a bad situation. Well, then, because the win was so big, my GAT win setting, if I win more than $500, I get a 5 minute. I think I get a 5 minute break from trading. I can't take a trade for 5 minutes. So what happens is we get this big drop, and I had watched this consolidation thinking, gosh, I'd love to short this. Well, right off this 21 EMA, which is I like to trade. And I couldn't. So one of my bad habits, once I could trade, this trade was already way down here, and then I chased. Chasing is a very bad habit of mine. It often gets me in trouble, and it got me badly in trouble on this trade. So I chased, immediately goes against me. 3 contracts deep. So once we get up to this level, I'm like, all right, well, I'll just do another reversal again. I had to hit a reversal, and now I'm in a loss of, I don't know, I think $400-ish. This goes in my favor, but I don't take my profit. I'm like, I think it can go up to this 895, and I'll at least break even. Yeah, that's the way it was, because I knew that if I hit 895, I would be at 0 on the account. So I just held and held and held. Well, this thing goes against me, and finally GAT stops me out down here for a loss of 821. So just, this is okay. I've really dug out of a bad situation here with the reversal, but the big no-no and the big problem here is chasing. If I wouldn't have chased, we would not be in this situation. So, on the day overall, if you take the blown accounts out of the equation, I had this big loser, this $1,200 loser on this blown account, and then I had this big $800 loss that we just talked about on this 150K. If I don't have those trades, if I don't have those at all, which, I do, so what's the point? But we had a green day overall. And if I take the blown accounts out of the equation, these 5 accounts that we lost, if I just take those out of the equation, we had a green day. So, I don't know. I'm happy with the way today went, even though I had some losers, lost some accounts, whatever. I'm really happy with this PA account and the fact that we started day 1 on these new 50Ks in a $400 profit. So, also wanted to talk about this. I highlighted this green area. This is another one of my bad habits, is I will typically, I'll have this ATM strategy running, and then I will push out my profit. I'll push this thing up. And I'll push it out. And the ironic thing is I almost never hit it. And what happens is my trailing stop gets stopped out, and I don't really get my full profit. So here was a trade where I decided I'm going to let it go. In fact, I think I may have moved it slightly to get to the 940 mark, which is what I wanted to hit. And I just let it go. And look at how well this trade played out. We took our profit literally at the peak. I got the full win. So this was just a trade I was really happy with, and it just goes to show that you set these strategies, you have this plan, and we are best served if we just let that plan play out rather than tamper with it, especially when we're in a winning situation. So anyway, I think that's pretty much a wrap today. I think today I had 24 winning trades, 17 losers. I had a lot of nicer winners today. Obviously pushed it pretty hard and lost those evals, and had some big losses because of it, and had some big losses because of this $821 bad trade on the 150K. But outside of that, we had a good day. And I'm happy with where we landed. Again, like I said earlier, I want to focus on having 5 green days on the PA account next week, and hopefully that account will be up over 51,000 if we do that. So we'll see where next week goes. So, all right. Once again, use my code if you would, please, if you're buying eval accounts, and trade well. Have a great weekend, and we will catch up with you guys next week.